Alright, are we back? Are we back? Hopefully we're back. I don't know if OB out to transfer everyone over. Is everyone back in? How's that stream quality now, people? How's that stream quality now? Nice. August 1st. Nice. Awesome. You were close, half in stream. You were close. August 1st, half in stream, 2nd. Xantaphile 3rd. Chris 4th. Catchad 5th. Colonel 6th. There we go. It was the Tau. Yeah, it was. Awesome. There we go. Great to see people coming back in. There we go. Much better. Much, much better. There we go. Good. BCP is so shit. That stream, boys. BCP is so shit that it killed the stream. Awesome. Right, let's crack on. Yeah, Alex, I'm back. Crack on with the content already. Absolutely. Let's do it, boys. Right, so Jägermeister, I owe you one as well. I absolutely do. I absolutely owe you a one as well. Let me just. I don't think Jägermeister. Can you just literally no context resend me a list and it'll appear at the top of my inbox. I've had a busy email day, so it'll appear at the top of my inbox. So literally just pop it in. Tom, I can see you've asked the same question a couple of times. Are we doing the? Oh, is it fucking up again? People are saying it's better. Not. I hope it's not fucking up again. I hope it's alright again. If it's fucked up again, then I'll try one more restart, and if it doesn't work, then we'll have to call it a night there, boys. So far, so good. Okay. Okay. If people think it's better. Okay. Okay. There we go. So, Tom, I know you've asked this a couple of times. Yes, we'll be doing the bot action stuff as well. Don't worry.
Backbone of the guard, ready to serve.
Okay, August. Looks good to me. Also, list resend. Amazing. So, massive thank you for the super chat, August. And Sly Varney, the one man super chatting army. Let's fucking do your list next. Let's do your list next. So 2,500 point list. Okay, let's take a fucking lucky roo. Got some pictures as well, which is pretty nice. So let's get the list in and then let's take a look at some pictures. Take a look at some pictures. Hopefully they'll pop up quite nicely. Here we go. Let's take a look at some pictures of August fucking army. Hopefully you guys can see that. So look at that. Obviously you've got the Star Wars helmet guy sticking out the top, which is awesome. And you've sent me some notes as well. We'll be going through that as well. Don't worry, August. But look at that, boys. Oh, look at that. Looking good. Looking good. Beautiful. Beautiful sight to behold. What have we got? We've got a Demolisher and two other... starting at the left. Demolisher. Classic, Vanquisher, and then we've got 3 more classic Russes and another Vanquisher. Got some sponsons on these. We've got, what's this, a Rapier Destroyer, is it? Rapier Destroyer? Or Thunderer? What is this one? Is this a Thunderer or is it a Rapier Destroyer? I feel like it's some kind of like, oh, what is it? Is it the... It's called, there's that in the Gaunt's Ghost book, it's called Death's Jester, isn't it? I can't remember what it's like a Stug, basically, isn't it? I can't remember. Styges Destroyer, that's the one. Styges, there we go. Very, very cool. Stug Life. I didn't choose Stug Life chose me. Thank you, August. Styges Destroyer tank, love it. Similar to the Rapier, but much less loved. Awesome, man. And then, of course, we've got the fucking Giga Chad Macari's function. Look at that sexy beast. Look at that. And then, of course, not to be forgotten, we've got a few Scout Sentinels at the top. So that looks incredible. August, that's just dog shit now. That's a shame, man. That's a fucking shame. Right, so very much appreciate the picture, August. Very, very cool. Love the tank army. Probably be, if you drop a couple of things, you're probably able to get that into a 2,000 point list and actually tear the meta up with it now. So let's take a little lookaroo at what we've got. So it's a fun list. It's a fun list. Okay, let me just get the text sorted out here. Ooh, there we go. Big old long sentence here. Let's sort it out. There we go. So, hello Morning Glory. This is a 2,500 point tank list that I cooked up a while back before all the nice changes to armor. And updated today and like the change. It's really just built to have fun, slap highest Vanquisher. Perfect, man. That's exactly what we should be doing with it. But it came out pretty decent overall as well. There's something that may not still be functional either, like the support attachment from the Mechanicus. But back when it worked, it allowed you to do the following. You take 2 engines here in the Ashman Time Codex, just normal. You make it your Warlord, give it Necro, Mechanic, I remember this. And then it can heal your Super Heavy or any other vehicle it wants. For a flat 3 instead of D3 every time, and it can also heal twice, including the same target, again for 1 CP. This means that you can heal almost a third of the total wounds of a vehicle with little effort. Vanquishers aren't the best for tank commands, I know, but they're what I have, so it's really all that I can do. Hey, Vanquishers on a tank commander, that's the way it should be, man. That's the way it should be. August, at Morning Glory, that's just a picture of the old version. Much of it's been restored now that I have Malcadors. No worries, no worries. It's still a cool picture, man. It's still a cool picture. I can largely they're meant to accompany the Malcadors while taking cover behind their larger frame and giving them spice tank orders. Thanks for looking over it. I hope you like it. The Makaris Vanquish is called the Dominus Lux in honor of Makaris' old flagship, by the way. Tank commands are converted General Veers from Imperial Assault, done to look as Romilly as possible. Nice, nice. Well, firstly, man, fucking cool. Fucking cool list. Well, we're going through the cool list today, guys. Going through the cool list. Fucking cool. So, massive thank you to August for sending this list in, man. It's going to be a good one. Regarding this, I don't think it works anymore, sadly. Well, at the very least, it doesn't work. I don't think it works in matched play anymore, but it might work in like open play, so bear that in mind. So let's take a look. That'll be for your auxiliary support, yeah, and then we've got Cadian for the other stuff. Nice, 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 nice. So, a couple of tank commanders, Vanquisher cannons, love it. Triple heavy bolter, las cannon and heavy bolters. The even more L Classicio. So, Nico, hey, just popped in. So sorry if it's already been discussed, but does the Imperial Guard vehicles getting out of contempt render Armageddon Doctrine irrelevant? Yes, it does until we get an FAQ, Nico. Tech Priest agencies, nice. Armor Sentinels, missile launchers, nice. Lehman Russes with just a heavy bolt on the front. Can't go wrong with an old heavy bolter battle cannon Russ. You know, it's not the most meta thing, but it's a good old. It'll be okay in any edition. A few more Lehman Russes. Got a Demolisher packing at the front. Love it. Then we've got a couple of the old Malcador defenders. Gotta love the old Malcador. Gotta love the old Malcador. Not as good as the Lehman Russ, but you know, thing is, I'd probably take a couple more. I'd probably take another Macarius. You know, imagine you could take 3 Macarius. You mix the points, you could probably get 3 Macarius in here. But the Malcador is still pretty fucking cool. Can't say much about it. And then you've got the Macarius, and it's cool, isn't it? The Macarius is cool. So, like, obviously we're looking at 2,500 points, so it's not like going to be like a tournament list. What would we do to make it a tournament list? Well, we tidy up the detachments a bit, save yourself a few points. I'd probably bin off this, turn these into Lehman Russes, and then you could probably squeeze it into or, you know, bin off these or whatever, you know, whatever. You could probably that would probably be a fairly decent tournament list at that point. Like, seriously, probably be alright. August. Mordian Glory. The Malcador consistently performed so much better than their data sheet would imply. They still did tank orders too, and they get such good mileage like that. Fair enough. Your mileage may vary, man. Your mileage may vary. I think you could make this quite a good skew list. It's not going to win any events, but you're going to fuck up someone's day. That's what I'd say. You're going to fuck up someone's day. Overall, I love it. As a themed list, I absolutely fucking love it. Between this and the cavalry list, August, you are definitely what I would describe as like a visionary, as a creative guard player, as, you know, someone that's doing the hobby right. That's how I would describe like your sort of approach to fucking lists, man. So I fucking love it. And it's a good reminder. It's a good reminder, boys. Sometimes we can get caught up in the meta. Obviously, the last couple of videos have been very much about meta changes and stuff. But it's a good reminder that rule of cool and having fun, and it's important to know that everyone has fun in different ways, is important. So August, I want to say thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing something that is creative and fun and just a little bit different and interesting. Interesting, you know, genuinely interesting. So, Morning Glory, last sort of, not last, but you can talk as much as you want, August. August, at Morning Glory, I will say that as much as I love my Vanquisher, the regular pattern Mackay very much outperforms. Having 2 shots with decent damage each hit is just brutality. Yeah. So, it's win-win-win, right? For Story Standabout, at Morning Glory, what is the address to send our list? I have a 200 power level Crusade list. The address is here. But we've only got about, well, we've got about half an hour left, so we'll see how it goes. But I might get around to your list for drawing, or make sure it's one of the first ones that you send in for next stream. But there's the list you can set. There's the email address you can send it to. We might get round to it. Okay, so I really appreciate you sending the list in, man. And yeah, but let's move on to the next one. Let's see what the next one is. I think we've got a lot of fun lists being sent in tonight, boys. It looks like it's a lot of fun lists. So this one's been sent in by Justin. Let's take a look. This list is a few things not Wizard Wiz. Batsky has not done the points. Sentinels will be fully loaded though. Okay, yeah, fair enough. I'm not going to worry too much about looking at the pure points because, like you said, things might change around a bit with the new points changes. So let's take a look. Oh, Timothy Jägermeister. Don't forget me. I was told last stream, lol. Excited to see the super heavies. Let me check something, Timber. I did say I'd do you next. Have you resent it in, Jägermeister? Have you sent it in? I want to make sure I've not missed you. Ah, yes. Yes, I've got it here. I did promise to do you. Yes. I've got you here, Timber. I've got you here. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for reminding me. We're going to come back to this list in a second, boys. I have to do Timber's list. He's a very, very patient very, very patient death core of Kriegsman. But fine, let's get this done. Let's do this fucking list, boys. Right. Thank you, Timber. Appreciate it, man. So, let's take a look at this. It's 2,000 points. It is Death Core of Krieg. We've got a Death Core with a Power Sword. Cool. Now, bear in mind, this Power Sword's probably free now. So you'll save 5 points. It's your go big or go home list. I like it. We've got a Tank Commander with a Battle Cannon, Heavy Stubber, Las Cannon, and Plasma Cannons. Pricey at 250 points, but durable now. Weapon Expert giving you -3 AP Battle Cannons. I like it. It's interesting. It's different. I like it. I would normally say these are too pricey, but I'm not so sure now with Armor of Contempt. So they might be. They might be all right now. Weapon Expert's interesting. What are the? Have you got any indirect fire? No. So that we'll get back to that in a second, but that's fine. How many infantry? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is it a battalion? Okay, 6. We've gone for Las Cannon and Melter in every one. Plasma, Power Sword. Yeah, they're fine. A little light on the infantry, but we'll see what the rest of the army has. Oh, you've got 30 more infantry here. Okay, so 90 infantry still a little light. It's still a little light, but it's not too bad. It depends on what you've got going on down here. I like it. There's another 4 Lehman Russes here. All of them demolishers. All of them have got stubbers, las cannons, and multi-melters and track guards. Now, these are expensive Russes. 250 is expensive, but how much armor are you bringing to table total? You've got 4 here and 3 here. 2 here. 6 Lehman Russes is going to be heavy. In the new meta, 6 Lehman Russes is going to be fucking heavy. You still could do with some indirect fire though, but I think overall I like the list. Love the fact that we're seeing more Lehman Russes come back. I love it. My only criticisms, I have only two drawbacks. 2 pieces of feedback that I want you to take into account, Timber. These are kind of expensive. And when they get tied up in combat, don't forget when you're shooting into combat, you're -1 to hit. So these multi-melters and las cannons are going to struggle to kill themselves out of combat if they get tied up. And you don't have a huge amount of screening, I'm not going to lie. 90 infantry is not really enough. So either I would give some of these, it doesn't have to be all of them, maybe just 2 of them. Maybe just give a couple of these Lieben Russes triple heavy flamer and have them as almost part of your screen. Because then you've got 4 Lieben Russes which are page, and then you've got 90 infantry and 2 Lieben Russes which are part of your screen. That's how I would do it. That's how I would do it. And you save a few points there. You save a lot of points there. You'll save 5 points, 30, 25 points. I'm not sure I'll bother the track guards either. I'd say get rid of the track guards. So you can probably save like 50, 60 points, which, you know, you might be able to use to get yourself some more, like a veteran squad or something. Another 10 infantry. Then you've got a screen and you've got like lots of armor. That's how I'd look at it. The only other piece of criticism I have is you do lack indirect fire. And without indirect fire, you're going to have to be ballsy with your tanks, which means they're more likely to get tied up in combat. So it's a good list. It's a strong list. It only has 2 weaknesses: screening and indirect fire. If you can fix those or play around them, you're going to be great. But overall, I like it. It's a decent list, man. It's a decent list. You've got the right end of the stick with it. There's not much, you know. I think it's good, man. I think it's good. Like I said, if you can up your screen, you should be fine. So, Timothy Jägermeister. The track guards are very helpful, in my opinion, since 24-inch range. Yeah, that's true. Different strokes, different folks. That's how I put it. So, I mean, I think you use what you find work. That's how I do it. But overall, I think it's a good list. Like I said, I think it's a good list with the balanced data slate. I just think maybe you need a bit more screening. That's how I'd call it. So, thank you, Tim, for sending the list in. And massive thank you for it. So, let's take a look now at some more lists. Now, we were just looking at Justin's list. So, let's go back to Justin's list. So, we're going to do some rapid fire reviews, okay? Let's sit up straight. And let's see if we can do minute list reviews, pending super chats, of course, boys. So here we go. This is Justin's list. We've got a battalion. We've got Gunnery Expert Spot details. I like it. Interesting. We've got Creed Kincadian. In fact, you can't even take him. So that's a mistake. Bin that off. Moving on. Tank Commander. Heavy Bolter. Demolish Siege Cannon. Master Mechanic. Fine. Tank Commander, Las Cannon, Execution Plasma Cannon, fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 infantry squads, each one with a melter, gun, and Las Cannon. Give your sergeant something better. Astropath, good. Platoon Commander. You can't use Field Commander anymore, dude. Field Commander doesn't work. It's only for like open play and shit like that. So, awesome. Tech Freeze, which is good. Armor Sentinel, which is fine. Oh, massive thank you from Gen Quarters. Mass thank you for the Giga Chat. And you said, also, the 2 Commander might be illegal depending on the new Warlord Trickster. Absolutely, dude. Absolutely. So, let's do some fucking Giga Chat chads for Gen Quarters. I'm just going to replay it and do some weights for that. There we go. 10 girls. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, I'm not going to make it. 4. Oh, 5. Oh, 6. 7. 9. 10. One more for the core. And one more for the Emperor. There we go. There we go. Massive thank you to Gen Quarters for the super chat there, dude. Fucking 07. Appreciate it. Going back here, you might as well give these armored sentinels something better than multi-lasers. You might as well give them las cannons now. Strike first, strike hard. Am I right, boys? And then we've got a couple of basilisks. One of them's full payload, one of them's not. Swap, find some points, save them, and make this guy. You only need to spend 15 points to make him a Medusa. Do it. There's no point in taking a basilisk. D3 damage is rubbish. Heavy weapons. You've got mortars, fine. Demolishers. Heavy flamers, fine. Chimeras, 5 chimeras. Good. 5 chimeras, but 6 infantry squads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, 5, 6 infantry squads. Yeah, you might want to bin this one off, just because you've not got a chimera for it. But it's up to you. Overall, I think your list is on the right track. I think it's good. You need to sort. This out, and you need to sort. You're either Cadian or you. Right there, you go. Massive thank you to Alex Hillston for becoming a channel member. Massive thank you for joining the Mordian 50th Rifles. Thank you for doing your part. Everyone else, would you like to know more? Click the join button down below and do your part for Emperor and Imperium today. Click it. Massive thank you to all the channel members, man. Absolutely incredible. So, that's the rapid fire feedback. If you had to take anything away, make this a Medusa and sort out whether you're Cadian or not. Done. And also make these better. And sort this out. There you go. Done. Next list. We're going to smash them out, boys. Oh, I've pressed something I didn't want to press. Deactivate that 1 second. Change view. There we go. Sorry, I don't want to open up my personal Discord, boys. Right, back again. There we go. Change. Just quick change there. Oh, let's do it again. No! It's actually not that bad. There we go. Are we still streaming? Is the stream still good? Yeah, still seems good. Awesome. Right. Next list. Next list. Rapid list reviews. Rapid list reviews. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Next list. That was Justin. I've got 2 lists from Ash. Okay. So let me just take a look at the first list from Ash. Middle time to just a casual post-point chase and Dataslate Nephilim because sounds seem good again. Choosing Lions, good. 2 battalions is rough. What's the alternative? There we go. Yeah. Okay. Good Scion list. Good to see Scions popping up again. Thank you, Ash, for the list. Let's take a look at this list. I was also playing around with a Scions list earlier, Ash. So there we go. Right. Awesome. For some reason, my chat is not updating. I think YouTube's having a bit of a funny one. Yeah, sorry, my chat has not been updating in OBS for some reason.
Backbone of the guard.
Thank you to Alex for the super chat. I hope my 2 lists pique your interest. Yeah, I'll take a look at them, man. I'll take a look at your lists. Awesome. So the first one, this is from Ash. So this is a Scion list. This seems like a sensible one. Sorry if anyone's been chatting away. For some reason, my chat literally didn't update. I noticed it wasn't working. It hasn't updated since Gen Quarters did the Giga chat. So sorry about that. If anyone's missed out, sorry about that, man. I didn't do it on purpose. It's bloody technical problems tonight, guys. So let's test. We've got a. Let me just bring the text down so everyone else can see it. Battalion, London Lions, good so far. Imperial Commander's Armory, so you've got an extra. You've got an extra relic. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Now, bear in mind, so these are going to be 5 points cheaper, and it doesn't cost you any points anymore. So you're saving 10 points there. Refractor field generator, good. Scions, how many men in each one? 5 Scions in each one. Now, I think the Voxcasters are free. I think Voxcasters are free now. I'm not sure. I know that plasma pistols and power swords are now free. You've got 5-man squads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. You've got plasma. 6 plasma squads is good. I like it. Astropath and Night Shroud is good. Astropath Psychic Barrier is interesting. What do you have to take advantage of that? Ah, that's what you've got to take advantage of it. Okay. Triple Torox Prime, Triple Daka Prime. Okay. And if you've got Valkyries as well. Okay. I get where you're going with this list. So, this is good. 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 Okay. You can't take 2 more Tempesta Primes. You're limited by the rule of 3. One of these needs to be a Lord Commissar. Okay. Moving on, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Scion squads. Melter guns are good. Grenade launchers, even with Land on Lions, they're not worth it because you've got Armor of Contempt everywhere. So sack those off. Bulgrin's good. Valkyrie's good. Now, CP is going to be a problem on this list. How many CP are you spending? 1, 2 there. 2 there. 3 for the detachment. And then what? You're taking an extra... Are you taking a Warlord trait? Yep. I take extra relic. You can't take this. You can't take... You spent too many CP, dude. You can't... Because you take 1 for the Warlord trait. 1 for the extra relic. Are you taking extra relic? I feel like you said you were taking an extra relic. Are you actually, though? Refractor shield. Oh, right, no. You've got to take a relic, don't you? So 3 for that, 2 for that, relic, war trait. Yeah, 7. So you're gonna have to bin something off. I'd probably bin off the advanced countermeasures here, dude. It's nice, but you don't need it. Yeah, and then you'll start. At least bin it off on 1, but bin it off on both. You start with at least a CP, right? Right, overall, what do I think? I think it's alright. I think it's a solid Scion list. It's... My one concern is it may be a little fragmented. Just a little. Because you've got Valkyries and Tauroxes and Bulgrin. If I was you, I'd pick 2 out of the 3. I'd either go for Bulgrin and Tauroxes, or Bulgrin and, like, I don't know. It's a lot of tools in the toolbox, but I think Dakar Prime, I don't know. It's a lot of tools. I'd probably, I don't know, it's tricky. I think, to be honest, mate, what I would do, my advice, I think this is a good list. Sort your CP out a little bit, it's a good list. My 2 or 3 pieces of advice would be, consider just bunging all your guys into 10-mans and get some CP back. You need to swap out one of these guys for a Lord Commissar or a Primary Psyker. And my final piece of advice would be test it. Test it. Okay? Yeah, Ash, I knew something was missing. I did manage to miss B. Valkyries are meant to run up and suicide melt, especially with them. The thing with Valkyries is, mate, what you've got to think about is, think about the points cost of the suicide melter. 150 points for the Valkyrie. And then you've got 70 points on, like, each one of these squads. So that's like, what, 200 and... and then you've got an officer that's got to go in there. So what, you're looking about like 350 points, roughly. 300. This is why I stopped doing the Scion Valkyrie Melter run and gun. Because I was spending about 350 points and it was rarely killing what I needed it to kill. So what I would advise is try these out, but be prepared to switch them out for a couple more Dakar Primes. Scions can deep strike anyway. They don't need help from the Valkyrie to do it. But test it and see what works for you. But my instinct is that you're going to want to swap these. That's my instinct. So that's the first list from Ash. I believe that 2 lists were sent in. So Das is the first one. And this is the second one. And this one, nice. Guard can wall. Let's take a look at the guard can wall. Can we do it? Yeah, we can. Okay, anything that's getting free upgrades are fully kitted out, and this is just for making the points value work. Sentinels are all hunter killers and lad cannons. Fine, I'll take that into account. So you've gone for gunnery, experts, and spotter details. Okay, okay. And we've gone for a brigade. Okay. We've gone for tank commander, las cannon, battle cannon. Okay. We've gone for tank commander, triple heavy flamer. This is good. This is all good. No complaints about this. You've got some brawler tanks. You've got a long range boom tank. I mean, the fact you're not taking gatekeeper, so you might want to consider swapping that out to a plasma in this world of armor of contempt. Infantry squads 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 infantry squads, grenade launcher and mortars. Yeah, they're fine. They can sit back and lob things. Not a problem at all. Little light, but I guess the screening's going to come later. Command squads, good. Astropath, good. Platoon kit, all of this good shit. Love all of this. That should pretty much be the staple for any guard. Be what it looks like. August, they really need to add roving gunship to all of the Valkyrie pattern airplanes. Absolutely, they absolutely do, man. Strafing run, roving gunship, something. They need something. Okay, they need something. More of a cannon wall. Now, bear in mind, these are actually armed with las cannons. Okay, no problem. So, we've got 6 armored sentinels. Nice. Now, these are going to supplement our infantry squads. And remember, these guys can act as a bit of a... That's decent. Or more likely, these are going to act as the screen. Yes, I like it. I like this list. This list is a little different. But this isn't a meme list. This is not a meme list, boys. This is a good screening. With the new Armor of Contempt and 2 per save, this is a good screen. This is a good screen. The one thing I would consider, Ash, is just be taking one of these and putting them here. So you've got a squad of 3, a squad of 2, and a squad of 1. Just so you can, or just make them 2 squads of 3, just so you can take advantage of strike first, strike hard. I'd make them 2 squads of 3, just because then if you go second and someone damages one of the Sentinel squadrons, you've still got another one that can take advantage of strike first, strike harder, right? But you've got a screen here. These can do screening as well, and these can do screening. So rather than screening with like all infantry, you've got tanks which can screen. Tanks. So what I would do, and then you've got your full payload basilisks, which do fine, and you've got your other units for doing your secondaries. Overall, I think this is a nice variation, is a nice take. Have you taken a brigade? Oh, you've taken a brigade. Okay, I mean, do you need a brigade? Do you need a brigade? This fits in 3. Do you need a brigade? I don't think you need a brigade. Don't get me wrong, but like, you're not taking more than 3 HQ. You're not taking more than 6 troops, more than 6 elites, and you're not taking more than 3 heavy support. So why is this a brigade? Why not make this a battalion and combine these together? I could be wrong. Put it down in the chat, Ash. But there you go. Snooper42, hey, one thing I came with is if you want to be a bit of a meme list, is theoretically move our scout centers using pass up to 33. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Awesome. Yeah. Yeah. It's good. You could, I fucking love the fact that you can just like yeet scout centers across the board now. It's so cool. So what I really want to make, boys, I really want to make a big deal out of this because it takes advantage. It has all of the things that I like. It has screening, it has indirect fire, and it can play secondaries. It just does it atypically because you're using tanks for screening. You don't care if these guys get tied up. They've got heavy flamers. Fuck it, you don't care. Do you know what I mean? So I like it, Ash. It's a new take on screening, heavy hitters, and indirect fire. It's a new take. I like it. It will require playtesting, but on paper, I think it has legs. It has legs. Okay? So, moving on. Next list, rapid fire list checks. That was a bit of a longer one, but that's fine. We've got a list sent in by David. A 1K list. Let's take a look at the 1K list. Good old 1K list. We can smash through this in a couple of minutes. Let's take a little lookaroo. 1K list for Mordian. Let's take a look at the text. Main thing I think can be weakness is the lack of CP. Kree could solve that, but I don't know what to cut to fit him in. Also, Astropath. The idea is simple. The relic is for trying to get +4 on the consequence. Fine. Take aim. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on it. So you only start with 3 CP. You've got 2 company commanders, and you've paid 2 CP for the white shields and 1 CP for the relic. So you're starting on 0 CP. Okay, straight away, I know how to save you a CP, bro. Take these cons, half of them to here, and half of them to here, and have two 30-man blobs. You now have only got to spend 1 CP on fucking white shields. There you go. August. Goddamn, do I miss the days for stratagems. Having to write your list in whatever this particular week's bullshit form is milking CP has been such a tiresome crap. Yeah, agreed, man. Agreed. It's... yeah, agreed, man. 100%. So, yeah. Make these 2 blobs. Save yourself see 3 squads. What we put? Heavy bolt, plasma pistol, plasma gun. Yeah, that's fine. And then 3 demolishers. Woohoo, mama. That's nice. There we go. That's nice. There's no personal information there. So this is from Blako. Okay. So I like it. I like it. What would I do to get you more CP? I mean, I don't think you need the relic, man. Sounds crazy, but I don't think you need the relic. And great point, Ash. Easier to babysit for. Gangasani lol, central list has legs. I love it, man. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. Awesome. Nice. So, you don't need the relic. It's not something you need to worry about at this points level, man. Save yourself 2 CP and just start with 1 for white shields. You've got heavy hitters. The only thing you're missing is indirect fire. But incursion, you can probably get away with it. The only thing you might want to consider, bro, is drop one of these and take 3 lots and take a full mortar pit. Then you've got your indirect fire stuff. And then these to las cannons, and you've got a bit more punch back. That's how I'd do it. But good list. I like it. Blako, maybe and definitely I'm going to miss the recruits. Yeah, okay, no worries, man. Yeah, like I said, it's a good list. If you could get a mortar pit in there, you're probably laughing. You're probably laughing. But it's not essential. It's not essential at all. Right, moving on. Thank you for the list, Blako. I very much liked it. It was a good little 1K. These different lists. I mean, we've only looked at like one proper like science, and the other ones have all been out of the box thinking good shit. So yeah, I like it. All right, we've got Alex Hillston here. We've got another list here. So, let me get this in the old chatteroo. I believe you've made some point changes. I'm not going to worry too much about your overall points, dude, because I know that point changes would have happened. So, there we go. So, Alex, rapid fire thing. Let's take a look at the flavor text. Okay. I hope your day is going well. It is, man. I'm streaming. Every day that stream is good. Springy Shelf 6. Hey, Mordian, I'm coming a bit late. Would you say, where would you send my list? Yeah, August Varney, thank you for helping out. mordianglorytv@gmail.com. Awesome. Mordian Glory, be it at Mordian Glory. August Varney being top tier mod. Hey, Mordian Glory, day's going well. I haven't been too much for ratings today. No, I don't get booked for ratings. That's absolutely fine. I'm not particularly excited. I prefer playing over them. That's fine. But after turning into stream for the first time, I felt a rustling to try and make armors work. Amazing. My personal favourite is to make an army for the underground slum flamer boys. Nice. I think I finally come up with a decent 1,000-point-ish list, as that is what my group is constantly asking for it. That's fine. According to the law, the regiment uses flamers, melters, chimeras. Fine. I haven't tried building guards since mid 2 on back when catching brigades was a thing, so I'm a bit behind on what is good and what isn't. None of this is hard set. Hopefully you can help me improve it. No worries, man. Here we go. Pyro, Maniacs and Slum Fires. Love it. Got a nice fluffy list here. About 1,000 points. Got a company commander. Good. Got a tank commander with Demolisher Cannon, Heavy Flamer and Mortar Melter. Now, I'd say this is too expensive for 1,000 points. 25% of your list is basically taken up in this one thing. So, just make it a Trouble Heavy Flamer one. Save yourself some points. Launcher, flame missile, launcher, flame missile, launcher. Yeah, these are fine. How many do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's fine. You've got another triple heavy flame demolisher here, good, and then you've got your chimeras here. And I'm not going to worry too much about loadouts. Like you've got some double heavy flame ones, some multi-laser ones. The one other thing, you're taking advantage of pyromaniacs, but you don't have that many flame. Okay, give all of these. Yeah, you've got heavy flamers here, which is good. This guy's taking advantage. Every single unit in your army should be taking advantage of pyromaniacs. So. You've got how many demolishers? One. You've got 2 demolishers. I think every single... I would change this list so that you've got, like, a flamer in every... If you're going to do it, man, a flamer in every single squad. And, like, a las cannon or missile launcher squad. That's how I'd do it. Two demolishers should be fine at 1,000 points. The only thing you're kind of missing is indirect fire, but the chimeras can give you a little bit of maneuverability to get around that, so that's not too bad. Overall, it's all right. You've kind of got the main gist of it. It's difficult to balance 1,000 point lists. It's difficult to balance to give advice on like you know 1,000 points and like fun lists. But what I would say is you definitely got the right end of the stick here, dude. You definitely got the right end of the stick here. I probably wouldn't bother with this shit. At 1,000 points, you're only getting 3 CP. Bin that stuff off. Don't worry about it too much. And yeah, enjoy your, you know, 1,000 points, 2 Lehman Russes and 2 and 4 Chimeras is going to be big. I tell you what I would do. Drop these down to heavy flamers. I wonder if there's anything else you can do. Drop these down to heavy flamers. Drop him down to platoon commander. That should save you 30 points, 30ish points, and that should, and drop this down as well to multi-layers. That should save you 40 odd points. You should be this guy, a second tank commander. You still get to fulfill your battalion, and then you've got 2 demolished tank commanders to heavy flamer, and that is going to fuck people up. That's going to be really, really good. That's my advice to you, man. Jiggle the points and get yourself a second tank commander. That's what you want to do. And then you're really leaning into your regiment trait as well. That's what I would do. Awesome, man. Thank you to Alex. Oh man, we've got a few more. We've got 10 more minutes, and we've got a few more lists. We've got another Alex Hilson list. Let's do that. Let's another 1,000 point list. So Alex, I'm gonna smash this. Hey again, Mordian Glory. The half-inch stream was pestering me to send you the work in progress for Trillion Noble Armies I was brewing up. Nice. They are a regiment known for being super rich and getting a ton of the best super shooter they deal with the Mechanicus. Here's what I came up with. Sadly, Battlescar hasn't got the new points. Not going to worry about the new points, man. Let's take a look. Half-inch stream bugging you. Nice. Good to see that fucking... good to see that... good to see that fucking... the chat popping off, you know, and the banter. Amazing. August, do you remember the 6th, 7th edition Cadian expansion? It had a lot of special formations as well as badass Stern equivalent Mondrius Odon and the coolest relic ever, the Solaris. Yes, I will be doing a retro review of the old Cadian supplement because it's now retro because it's 2 editions behind and about 7 years old. So I will be doing a retro review of it. Alex, are Sentinel squads bound by squad coherency or battle? Squads are bound by squad coherency. Other vehicles are not. Okay, Jake Alonso, probably won't get to today. I'm going to try, man. I'm going to try and smash it out. So, let's take a look at this. Gunnery expert showed repairs. I like it. Tank case, Stormblade. Nice. I like it, man. I like it. Starting off strong. And then we've got this tank commander again. A bit expensive for a 1,000 point list, dude. Plop that down a bit. Couple of infantry squads, fine. If these are your only infantry squads, dude, I'd be seriously tempted to give them mortars and have them lob rounds over the top. That's what I'd do. So, this is obviously a fun list. This is really cool. Drop this down. Drop this down and give it triple heavy flamer. Right now, it's only 10 points for the Stormblade heavy bolters. So take 4 of them. Unless that's already what you've done. 2 las cannons. So take 4 of them and just have like a 400 point Stormblade. That's just going to smash everything in front of it. Do that. Boost up with Psychic Barrier. And you're going to have a great time. And then this is fine as well. Again, make this like part of your screen. Use these guys. Make these 2 tanks part of your screen for the Stormblade, and then go have fun. That would be my advice. I fucking love the Stormblade though. If GW don't correct the Stormblade points, I think I might need to get one, boys. I think I might need to get a fucking Stormblade. If we get the heavy that's got like all the heavy bolters for next to nothing. I'll have to check out the weapons. Chat, does anyone know what the fucking actual stats on the Stormblade main gun is? I've not used it in fucking forever. I've not used it forever. It's like the Forged one, isn't it? But yeah, overall, Alex, I think it's a good list. I think at 1,000 points, this is really going to screw people. Now, let me tell you, I actually ran a 1,000-point list versus Dark Elder when they were top. I ran a single Baneblade, and I just screamed the ever-living shit with as much imagery as possible, and it actually beat the Dark Elder. The Dark Elder was using a good 1,000-point Dark Elder list. So, one of the route you could go down, if you really want to do this list, Alex, one of the route you could go down is take the Stormblade and then just screen it with as much infantry as you can get. Take the Stormblade, a couple of company commanders, and then, one company commander, 1 Primaris Psyker. That should cost you about 500 points. Take 6 infantry squads. That's going to cost you about 300 veterans. 2 or 3 squads of veterans with the new, like, the only 70 points for all the upgrades. Do and you should actually end up with like 1,000-point list, and the Stormblade wins you the game. The Stormblade wins you the game. That's how you do it. Anyway, love the list, man. I think it's pretty cool. I like it. Moving on. Just want to check chat for a second. Ash, to be fair, our current codes can almost have a retro view. Yeah, it can. Good point, man. Good point. August, for those that don't remember, the Solaris was a chainsaw that made it so that you had a solid save, and in melee, every incoming wound you blocked, you did an automatic win back to your opponent. Yeah, man, fucking love that. Most well thought out duelist play in the whole edition. It was. I loved the Las pistol that was like, the Las pistol that could wound any unit on a 4+, like any Titan on a 4+. There you go. Psalms 576 sounds like a really cool relic and thematic for things like Lord Commissars, I imagine. Yeah, absolutely. It was a really, really cool relic. Half a stream. Well, I've got to bounce. Thank you for the hard work. No, man, thank you for joining. Appreciate all the support. You know, catch you on the next. Aero. Mordian, 80-50 points game on Saturday versus Eldar. Any tips? I tell you what, man, it's difficult because they've obviously been nerfed and we've been buffed. My advice would be take some armor and see how it works for you and report back. Report back how it went. You know, share your knowledge because it's difficult. But what I would say is, if he's using Hail of Doom, then I'll do a lot of work for you. And the 2+ save is going to do a lot of work for you. So take some serious armor. Take a mech list and see how it works for you. That would be my advice, man. That would be my advice. But tell us how it goes. Tell us how it goes. Right, moving on. Five or so minutes left. Okay, we've got Nick Walsh with the Elosian Dragoon list. Okay. Oh, this is a nice little compact list. Little stubby Demolisher Cannon list. Let's check it out. Okay, so it's a brigade attachment. It's 2,300 odd points because why the fuck not? Yeah, why the fuck not, man? Fucking do it. George repairs. I love, can I just say, chat? Fucking chat. Can I just fucking say? I love how Gunnery Experts George has got a serious chance of becoming like meta. I love that, man. That feels refreshing. I love it. Anyway, 2 company commanders. Nice. Obviously, you can give those power source now for free if you want. 2 tank commanders. Demolisher cannons, track guards. Okay, fine. Just 3 infantry squads. Or is that, no, that's 6 infantry squads, isn't it? Because you've got, yeah, las cannons, melter guns so far. Nice. 2 command squads, slapping a sniper. Not. Massive ordnance, why the fuck not? 3 devil dogs, basilisks, more battles to martial cannons, and 7 chimeras. Nice. Now the thing is, man, you're not far off. The feedback I want to give you is, let's make this a 2,000 point list. All right. Ditch the Wyvern. You've got to save 200 more points. Why have you got 7 chimeras? You've only got 6 infantry squads. Ditch one of the chimeras. That saves you another 70 points. You've got to save 130 points. 130 points. Ditch the Master of Ordnance. You don't need him. And ditch one of the Devil Dogs. You're now rocking a 2,000 point list. So, and a good one. You've got a little bit of indirect fire. Maybe need a little bit more. You know, you could swap one of these tanks out for a Basilisk and a Medusa. So you're not actually losing. You're actually gaining armor. And you're keeping a Demolisher Cannon. Because the Medusa is basically a Demolisher Cannon. So you get a Demolisher Cannon. You get another full payload Basilisk. So you end up with more firepower. You end up with more. And you end up with 1, 2, 3 Demolisher Cannon Leman Russes. 3. So you've got 3 Leman